So I'm not much of a mental stimulants type of person. Anything that alters your brain state or even certain medications like pain relievers, I prefer to stay away from unless 100% needed because, fun fact about pain relievers, not only do they help relieve physical pain, but also emotional pain because the part of your brain that feels emotional pain is the same as the part of your brain that feels physical pain. So using pain relievers numbs both types. Or so I was told by my college professor. So if you're emotionally broken, just pop in the recommended dose for your age group and bam, you're fixed. Until you realize that no amount of pain relievers are going to free you from the hole inside your chest, only make it deeper because your parents never taught you how to cope with sadness and your self-awareness doesn't expand to the point where you acknowledge your own bad habits. So you live life looking for a quick fix only to never find one because the real fix isn't a quick fix but something that takes time and effort, so you end up dying sad and alone wondering what life would have been like if you had done things different. But seriously, don't depend on pain relievers to help fix your broken heart. It's not gonna work, okay? You know, sometimes when it comes to fixing broken hearts, you kind of just let it happen, dude. Like, that's literally the only way to fix it. You just gotta let yourself feel it. You know, after a while, it'll go away. You know, time heals all wounds, as they say, you know. But yeah, what the hell was I talking about? I felt like I wanted to add some more. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not saying medication and stuff is bad for you. You know, I remember recently reading about a lot of benefits there is to using psychedelics when it comes to treating things like depression and PTSD. And chemotherapy has come a long way, even though, you know, it's pretty barbaric if you think about it. But yeah, the one I'm going to be talking about today is caffeine. I've only drank caffeine a few times in life, and I'm gonna be honest, I do like how it makes me feel. It kind of feels like I drank the pill from the movie Limitless. I just feel more awake and alert, but for some reason, it also makes me feel irritated. And after it wears off, I feel really sick. So I told myself it would be like an emergency type of drink, because I don't really like depending on stuff for energy, not even food, so I just feed off the sun's UV rays. But if you do depend on caffeine for energy, then when you don't get it, you start feeling lethargic and you start having withdrawal symptoms like Jeff over here, and that's something I want to avoid. But one of the times I drank coffee that stands out the most was freshman year of college when I had my friend call 911 because I thought my heart was going to take a day off mid-beat. And well, the way it got to that point was because of a pre-workout my other friend had offered me. For the non-gym bros and girls, when people work out and stuff, a lot of them use pre-workout to fuel their intense muscle training. Am I right, Chad? Hell yeah, brother. Gotta get them gains. I don't use pre-workout because, like I said, I don't want my workouts and energy levels depending on that kind of stuff. It's basically just caffeine with a bunch of amino acids or something. I don't really know. I just know that it gave me way too much energy. The only supplement I guess I use is a protein shake. And for energy, nuts and all that stuff, you know, oatmeal, which is probably why I'm so swole. But this particular time, my friend had offered me pre-workout because according to him, it makes his workouts 100 times better. So I was like, what the heck? We headed off to the gym and everything felt dandy until I started my workout. I felt the caffeine flowing through my veins with each muscle movement. I was filled with energy. I was like Thanos when he put on the Infinity Gauntlet. Instead of doing my usual 8 reps, I was doing 25 for 4 sets. I was going off. I finished my workout in 2 minutes. I was going so fast, I actually injured my spine. You see, you're not supposed to work out like that, okay? You're supposed to take your goddamn time. And I didn't do that. I started getting really anxious because my heart was beating really fast. And I was just standing still. I wanted to check my heartbeat, so I went on this bike machine thingy. It had handles you can grab onto and a screen that displayed your heartbeat. And my heart was beating at 185 beats per minute. 185! Your heart rate should be anywhere from 60 to 100. So mine at the time was literally doubled. I remembered hearing about people that drank too much caffeine and their hearts just randomly stopped while they were out with their kids eating ice cream. And I was afraid that was going to happen to me around the cute girl that was deadlifting. So I tell my friend how I'm feeling, right? He tells me I'm overreacting and that I'll be fine. But I'm not feeling fine. So instead, he finishes his workout and we dip. We're walking back, and the entire time I'm just feeling nauseous. I tell him how bad it feels. It literally felt like I was gonna burst, okay? I had so much energy, my body was like, bro, what the heck? 1 second you're too tired to get out of bed, and then next you want to run around the school 200 times. By the time we got back to the dorms, I'm feeling really dizzy. My breaths are quick. I wasn't getting enough oxygen. So I asked him to call an ambulance because I feel like I'm going to faint and die. He says I'm just overreacting. So instead, I went to get help from my other friend who's a lot more empathetic and understanding, because that's what you need in life, okay? A good friend. Once I was in the dorm with my other friend, I looked at the pre-workout nutrition facts and saw that it had 450 milligrams of caffeine. The recommended intake for adults is 400 milligrams. You shouldn't go above that, and even then, 400 is a lot. So I drank way more than the recommended dose. I'm skinny and short, okay? It's gonna affect me way more than someone twice my size, which my other friend was. So I just kept pacing back and forth, drinking tons of water to expel the caffeine out of my system until my vision started getting dark and blurry, which made me start hyperventilating and taking deep breaths, which only made it worse. Finally, I tell my friend to call an ambulance, which he does, and they end up getting there a couple minutes later. Once the paramedics got there, I was sitting down, they put a heart rate monitor on me and asked me what had happened and what I drank, but there was also a cop with them. Now I'm assuming this guy thought he was gonna bust some college kid who overdosed on some hardcore drug or something, but joke's on him! I overdosed on caffeine! The paramedics were actually really chill. One of them took a look at the pre-workout and said, "This says it's for advanced lifters. You're a novice!" We all started laughing at that quick little roast, which was completely unnecessary. And then one of the other paramedics leans in and whispers, "Any drugs or alcohol?" So that the cop wouldn't hear. And I was like, "Only a couple grams of cocaine." That didn't happen. I told him no, and then he asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. I asked if I should or if I'd be okay there. He said, since I'm young, don't drink coffee and exercise, my body should be able to handle it. So I said no thanks. But then he pulls out this pink sheet of paper. I ask him what it is, and he says, "I just need you to sign it so that we're not responsible if you die for refusing to go to the hospital." This filled me up with anxiety again. My heart rate must have been at 1,000 beats per minute, man. He noticed this and he says, "I wouldn't worry, you'll be fine." They said I should just find a way to use up all the extra energy, so I decided to take a nap. My resting heart rate was 135. After I woke up from my nap, I went to go eat and started feeling a lot better. Honestly, I went to sleep that night thinking I wouldn't wake up. I sent a bunch of goodbye, nice knowing you texts to all my friends back home. But unfortunately, I survived. And after that, I vowed never to drink something like that again. I also never took any advice or pretty much anything my other friend had to give. Make sure you know what you're putting inside your body, guys. It can be dangerous. But yeah, I'm fine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out! Whew. Do I really look that bad? Oh, you're talking to me. You know what, Jeff? I think it's best if I just don't answer that. Yeah. Okay.